what most people don't understand, and this is just a different concept to think about, is that mental illness is the survival response to take care of ourselves. So remember, our brain is built on a system of quick survival. I need to do something to take care of ourselves. And that system has been built in our bridge so that in our brain, so that we're not putting ourselves in positions of actual harm. But the problem becomes when there's perceived harm all the time. And that's the part we want to shut off. We want this really beautiful alert system that tells us that we need to have that response because that keeps us safe. But we don't want our brain to always feel like it's not safe. And so that's where the tricky part around what trauma does to our brain and our nervous system.
And when those things happen, like with triggers, like you were explaining before, like, can you be triggered not even knowing it, like in your subconscious as well? Like, how do you sometimes know if you've been triggered subconsciously, and how do you respond to that in a healthy way?
Oh, John, that's such a great question. Do you know how many? Yeah, it's so good. I have clients, and we all do it, right? So do you know when you get home during the day, so you've had a long day and you come home and you're like, why am I buzzing right now? Why do I feel like I'm vibrating? I have no clue why. So I've had clients step back. I'm like, let's just, when you lose something and you kind of have to go retrace your steps. It's kind of that. And so I'll have clients who will trace their steps. And I'm like, yeah, so I was driving in the car and I was listening to the song. And I'm like, oh, that song. Oh my goodness, Tina, that song is a song that played during the time when I was young. And that song played in my house all the time. And my dad was an alcoholic and he would blare that song in our house and that would activate. So they may not have recognized that until I started to walk through. So what are some of those things that might have occurred during your day, but you're just so used to it, you don't even think about it, but your nervous system is on fire. And that's different. So people don't recognize smells. All of us, if I said, okay, if you smell suntan lotion, immediately people's brain goes to something positive or something negative. We all have an association. We can actually be activated, which actually tells us our triggers and our symptoms are a window into what's unseen. And that's what I tell people. Notice your triggers. Notice the symptoms. So if every time you're around someone and you walk away and your stomach isn't feeling great, yeah, sure, that can be discernment, but it could also be something that's associated to an experience you've had that's unresolved.